Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I'm in my car. You're going to see me in my car quite a bit today. I'm going to do a snippets video. I have a lot of stuff to do today. I even have more than I have planned, but I'm going to try to get done at least all the things that I have planned. And I'm just going to sit and chat with you at every stop, I guess. I don't know. Just going to take you out with me. I am at the bank, and believe it or not, banks, I'm petrified. I'm petrified of the social contact in a bank or any place like this. I know those of you who, think I'm all Miss Social Butterfly lately, not with stuff like this. The thought of me having to go into the bank and correctly fill out a tiny little form, which I do in advance because the anxiety is so great for me when I do stuff like this, and then I have to talk to a teller. It gives me a headache. I've had a check that I got from the state of Maine, some little tax refund relief thing for last year, and I still owned my home last year. Where are we? In 2022 is when I sold my home in March, just before my mother really went downhill. So she got to know that I was free from that house. I was so glad about that. But anyway, so I qualified for this little property tax thingy, and I've had it just sitting on my table saying I need to drop that off at the bank. Now, I could have done night deposit because that's what I do, because then no contact with anyone. But I also need to get some cash for cover charges. Whoever thought I'd need that? Most of the clubs I go to so far, there's no cover, but there are some with a cover, and I just need cash. Some places you have to pay for water. I haven't even gotten my own water yet because I can't imagine going to the bar and asking for water. See, it's these little things that I don't like to do. There's certain things, and I actually have a headache from the fact that I have to go into the bank. So I'm starting with this one so I can get it over with. Don't like going into the post office either. That's why I liked it when I had a shitload of packages. I mean, I used to practically fill the back seat of my car and sometimes the front too. And I would go out back and dump everything into the little buggy that I would push to the door and ring the buzzer. I was okay with that. I didn't like it, but I was okay with it. But then they started asking, don't you have a scan form? That makes it easier for us. And I was like, no, because I ship from 3 different companies and they don't do scan forms. And it finally got to the point that I asked the manager, I was like, is it a pain in the ass for me to be coming here without a scan form? Because it makes me, uncomfortable when they ask and I have to tell them that I don't have those. She goes, no, they shouldn't even be asking you for that. She goes, I'll talk to them. And that was fucking it. I was like, I have to quit this business because I can't take the stress of the post office. I was like, please don't mention it. Don't worry about it. And ironically, immediately after that, I cut my business down so I wouldn't have to go in the back and be asked for a scan form. True story. I mean, I kind of wanted to cut my business down anyway, but that did it for me. So now I just take my packages into the post office and just drop them off at the counter because it's usually just like a plastic container or two. Or sometimes I have just a few and they'll fit in the little, open the door, put them in box in the lobby. Okay. So see, I'm not fully cured of anxiety. I never will be cured, but I think I'm doing pretty good when I go out to the clubs because of just the excitement, the music, the crowds. I just love all of that. It's the adrenaline that gets me through it. And if it's a, small, closed-in kind of gathering, I'm not good with that, so I skip those. Okay, so I'm going in the bank. I'll come out. I'll report how I did. I fucking talked so much in there. I hope I don't ever have to go in that bank again. Seriously, my head, oh my God, it just hurts so much on this side. Why? Why do I have to suffer with these stupid things? And the woman is very nice, and she calls me hun, and they act like they know me, because they do kind of know me. Derek, the man who was, I don't know, I don't know if he was the manager or whatever, the bank manager or something. His name is Robert. Very good friends with Derek. Derek did his banking here, got to know him, and through him did a lot of stuff for Hernando, and just got all involved in his Real Hernando podcast through getting to know Robert, and Robert ended up giving Derek the Facebook page that they use for that. When I said to Derek, I'm going to need a bank here, and he said, well, go to my bank. And he said, you know, Robert is there, and he's a good friend of mine. So I went in and sat down with Robert, but I didn't say anything yet about who my son was. So when he asked my name, I told him Darlene Michaud, and he goes, and he just looks at me, and I said, I think you know my son, Derek. He's like, oh my God. So I suddenly became like a little bit of a celebrity in this bank, and everybody was saying hi to me and things like that. So it was a little awkward, to say the least. And so when I come in, they like to talk to me, and I don't want to be talked to necessarily. Meet me at the bar. I'll fucking talk to you, dance with you, all that shit. But if I'm coming in the bank, I want to be a little tiny little hidden mouse somewhere. Don't want attention. All right, you guys. Isn't this fun? Now I'm going to the post office. There was people at the counter, and I could have just dropped off my packages between them, but I opted to one by one put everything in the lobby box. One time I was doing that, and they came out and said, why don't you just put those all on the counter? And I was like, completely just did not know what to say, because all I could think of was to say, because I don't want to be near people. I didn't want to have small talk with somebody. And one time, there was a long line, and I had a container that I was just going to put on the counter, and I start to go to the door, and some man says, there's a line, get to the back of the line. I wanted to fucking shrink down to this big. This big. And, I turned around and I said, I'm sure the only thing I could say, I said, I'm just dropping this off on the counter. I'm not cutting in line, I promise. And I did that, and I came out. And he didn't say anything, and I was a little bit pissed. He could have said, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. And I said, see, I didn't cut in front of you. And I left. I was like, how mean of me. All right, now I'm going to South Haven Target, which I don't think I've been to yet. So we're going to do that. But what time is it? Because I also have to pick Skylar up from school, and then I also have to bring her to, not therapy, but the same building for her primary care appointment. So I'll be taking you there too. See, it's almost 1 o'clock, but... Geez, that only gives me 2 hours. We can do it really quick. Oh my God. Okay, let's go. I made it to Target, and I might have been here before, maybe years ago. Derek has lived in the past 17 or 18 years. I can't remember where he's at. Horn Lake, Memphis. Well, first Nashville, but then when he moved to this area, Horn Lake, Memphis, Olive Branch, and now we're in, where are we? Hernando. I don't think he lived any other places than that. And all those years that I visited a few times per year, not including coming to pick Skylar up and bringing her to Maine for the summer for like anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks, and then bringing her back. So I've been around, quite often. And this always seems to be where I used to shop, South Haven. And so I don't really remember if I've been to this Target. But I came, and I'm in a hurry because I need to go pick Skylar up from school and then drop her off at the apartment so she can eat something and I can start editing. And then I have to pick her up again, take her to South Haven again. Going to be here twice in one day. She has a doctor appointment. So, yeah, I ran in. And it took me literally 5 minutes to realize there's no clothes there that I like. Just by the prints. That's the first thing I do. I just scan the racks and nothing. And then nothing. And then nothing. So the only way that I'm going to be happy is I just need to be making my own tops. And I have a couple in particular that I like the style of. And without cutting them, I'm going to create patterns from those. And then, just need to see like how much fabric I would need. And I still would like to look for fabric by reusing thrift store clothing, specifically skirts. Skirts seem to have the type of prints that I like. You get a lot of fabric out of a skirt. So I'm just going to have fun trying to do that. But I can also look online. Joanne Fabrics. No, I'm not going there for any kind of knit fabrics and stuff. It's just way too expensive. Just way too expensive. And it just makes it not fun. But I will find some online because I used to buy apparel fabric from a few companies when I had my Designs by Darlene plus size clothing that I did for 11 years that I sold on my blog and eBay. So I'm going to check them out again and see what they've got for certain knits, cotton mix knits, and also a rayon. And I'll be able to start making myself some shirts. Just have to do that because it's ridiculous to waste time in stores where it's just so plain and boring. Don't they get it? Don't they get it? And I'm not talking just plus size clothing. All the clothing in there. It just, Okay, so now I'm going back to my apartment. I don't know what time it is right now. I should have time to go to my apartment and start editing before I have to go pick up Skylar. So I'm going to go do that. And then you'll be with me again. Oh, I also have to gas up. But you'll be with me again because I will be in South Haven waiting for Skylar. So I'll be talking to you while I'm waiting. So now I'm in South Haven. The jets are out today. It's surprising that the other time that I was in South Haven, there were no jets. I don't understand something like that. But I have the windows up, so it should not be a problem unless I start to get a little bit hot. And then I will put the AC on and hopefully it's not making that noise. Or I could open the windows a little bit. I don't know. Skylar went in and with her friend. She brings her friend every now and then to therapy even, but this time it's just for her regular checkup with her physician. So I don't know. It's like whatever, do whatever. I don't care. I don't have to go in, so that's fine by me. Yes, I don't know if you noticed, I trimmed my nails. I usually cut them right down, but I didn't this time. And, you know, they were getting so long, I couldn't type and can't do jack shit on my phone because I have to use this part of my finger and it's just, it doesn't work good. Usually I end up just letting them get so long and then I end up ripping one somehow, grabbing something or whatever, and it just like will rip all the way down. So I don't want to do that. And I have to polish them tonight. I cut them last night and I haven't polished. So it's like everything in my power to not like, you know, start just fucking with them. So, but I've done good. And so I will polish them tonight. Not sure what color. I'm almost thinking white. Maybe with a little bit of nail art on there. That would be kind of fun to start doing that. Oh, I just found out that I'm doing something super cool Monday night. First of all, this coming weekend, the only plans I have are Friday night to go to Neil's Music Room for the first time to see Area 51, which I have seen once, so this will be my second time. And they're so good, and they play my songs that I love, 2 songs that I love so much. But Danny will not be there, so I won't be able to dance with him for those 2 songs. But that's okay. That's okay. I will pay someone to dance with me. That's all there is to it. One is Highway Star, which I've talked about before, and the other is Sledgehammer. But I forgot to mention that, I don't know if it was 2 weeks ago or whatever, I went to Lafayette's on a Friday night with Derek and Danny. Danny had them play Sledgehammer for me. I was so excited about that, and we got to dance to it that night. So I'm just going to hopefully have a good time. I'm just assuming the place is going to be packed, so I'm sure there should be groups of women that I can dance with. You know, I can't imagine it being empty with Area 51. So there's that. So Monday night, and I learned this through Danny. Danny tells me what Derek is up to. I guess I don't get it from Derek, so I have to learn about these things. But I immediately texted Derek and said, "What's this stuff you have going on Monday? I want to be there." So it's they're just going to be getting together for a band. I don't know how much is known, so I'm just going to be very vague, and also it will help me to not give you all the wrong information, because I never know what I'm saying. And we're going to be at Jeff's house, and it's like a celebration for an event, I'll say that. A band is going to be there. Another guy from a different band is supposed to be there who is playing in Area 51, and his wife he's the drummer of Area 51, and his wife and I have only met once, but I really liked her. She is supposedly going to be there. Jeff's wife will be there because we're going to be at Jeff's house, and Danny will be there, and I don't know if other wives like of the band members will be there, but it's like just a cool thing. And I told Derek, I said, you know, Danny told me about this thing you're doing Monday. Is it something I can go to? And Derek's like, text me right back. And he said, absolutely. He said, I was going to talk to you about this, and I want you to go. So I'm going. I'm going to go hang out with cool people. So I'm going to be happy to do that. So Friday night going out, Monday night going to do that thing. Not sure yet if I'm going out Saturday night or Sunday night. And I could always just go to my little sidecar in South Haven Saturday night if I want, just to see what's going on there. It's not, you know, it's just like 20 minutes away and a nice little ride. And it would not bother me at all if I got ready and went there and there was absolutely nothing to interest me, and then just go right back home. So I'm seeing some duckies in the water. Hang on. That's Danny. Hang on. Okay, I tried with the windows down, and it was too loud. So now I'm trying with the AC on, and for right now, we don't have that weird noise, so we're good. What else can I talk about? I keep getting interrupted. I did gas up. Did you need to know that? It feels so good in a way to gas up more than once every 3 months, because it means I'm going out. I go places. Seriously, I could go 3 months without gassing up, and now I gas up often. I'm just anxious for Friday night. I just want the weekend to get here, and I really want to try to make a pattern from a shirt and make a fucking shirt. So, can I do that tomorrow? I don't know why I'm so busy with other stuff. I want to be busy with nothing now. I really would like to just be full-on retired, other than YouTube. I'm not giving up YouTube, because I have so much to record now. So many different things. Oh, I'm going to say something here. Last night, somebody in a comment mentioned that somebody was talking about me in a video. And I know that happens. It's been happening since day one. I had an issue with somebody who was just slamming me in videos, one after another. Did that for probably 4 or 5 years. I haven't heard much since then. But yeah, and I'm not upset that somebody lets me know this, But I actually don't care to know. What I don't know doesn't hurt me. So if you see somebody talking about me in another video, and they used my face on the thumbnail, everything, there's nothing I can do about that. And I don't report people, and, you know, I just ignore it. And I'm sure that if somebody's talking about me in a video, they're probably not saying, you know, really nice things. And I'm sure that the comments are all over the place. I don't know. I did look at the channel, and I did not watch the video. I just decided I'm not watching that. And I do still get people who tell me about, you know, in the past, other videos that will pop up in their feed. And, you know, I understand that, you know, that just happens. It's kind of almost like a compliment, because why is somebody making a video about me? You know, go make it about famous people, you know. But yeah, so you don't need to tell me if you find somebody using my image on the thumbnail, or that you watch it and they're talking about me, even if they're saying nice things, bad things, or whatever. I just as soon not know. I like to just, you know, go through my YouTube career thinking that nobody gives a shit about me. And another thing is, I know there are websites out there that are purely there just to hate on certain YouTubers. I'm sure there's websites for other people too, but specifically for YouTubers, there are websites out there that the whole purpose is to start separate groups for different creators, and all that is in there is hate for that creator. It's the saddest thing in the world to me. And I only learned about this because I knew someone who had been involved in a group like that. They got picked up on, and they found out that they were being hated on. And that's quite a long time ago. And every now and then I would check to see if I was, you know, one of those unfortunates. And forever I wasn't. And then, I don't know, a little while ago, kind of a while ago, there was a petition put in for a request to start a section of that hate site about me. And it got a lot of likes, which was very disappointing. And I guess a moderator had to approve it or not to see if I was hate-worthy enough. And so I've never gone back there since. So I don't know if that ended up happening or not. But I just think it's too bad that, you know, we try to teach kids not to bully anyone, but then there can be sites for fucking adults to just slam people. You know, it's just, I just don't get it. I don't even get the mentality of anyone who wants to be doing that, who wants to go and just, you know, watch all my videos, because all these people would be watching my videos. It would be giving me views, but to just watch and then hate on everything, you know, it just makes no sense to me. So I just wanted to let you know that, you know, if you see videos about me, absolutely nothing I can do about it, or that I would do about it. Because if it would be really, really bad, you know, I'd have to report it, and it's hard to get something taken down for reporting it. They have to be doing something, you know, like hurting animals, or, you know, showing naked children. You know what I mean? It's just, it's hard to get a video taken down. And I don't even want to do that, because I'm a firm believer that as long as they're not causing harm to anyone, they have the right to say whatever they want to say about me. They simply do. Do I have a little bit of an issue with them using my image on a thumbnail? I do, but again, there's just, I would cause myself more trouble than not. Like if I reported it and said they didn't have permission to use my image, when that gets taken down, it says who it got taken down by. You think I want to be like, oh, look at her, she won't even let them use the image. So, you know, I don't care. I'm not going to be that petty to say you can't use my face on your thumbnail and, you know, try to get that taken down. So I don't care. And I have never even given any of these people a thumbs down. I've never given a thumbs down to anyone, unless by accident, just hitting the wrong one, and you can un-thumbs down that right away. And, you know, I don't do those things. It's all about karma with me. Let them do what they want to do. I am doing what I want to do, and it's all good. So no need to report on your findings. If you do, I'm not mad. I'll just not. I don't push that comment through though, because I don't want to give that person a lot of attention. If you say so and so is doing a video about you, I'm not going to spread that news. I don't need them to get my viewers, my subscribers to go over there and watch that shit. Okay, I guess I'm going to just sign off now. I don't know when Skylar's going to be coming out. And, oh, they're here. All right, thanks so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.